I've really been letting go lately and focusing on being in awareness. It's becoming clear that I'm not the one doing any of this. I was with my dad on Friday, and I could see that he was just a program. There's no one there making choices, just a collection of conditioning. It was obvious that I was this clear seeing, melded into the thoughts, but also detached. I could see the program of me. And yeah, I was the same presence that's in everyone. It's beautiful how it all came together.
That's great. Yeah, and that kind of thing, there's an aspect where it just is endless. So that understanding is out of time, and so at the level of life and the body and the mind, the moving towards it is endless, in the sense of the moving towards, in the sense of the the recognition of that becoming more and more and more um, present. My teacher once talked about it in a way I really liked it, and he said it's like the connection with reality, with presence, with being what we truly are is kind of a movement that at first we are on one side and we're identified and we're contracted, and on the other side we're expanded. And so it starts to, at first it feels like this movement, but at one point it's not that it becomes still and stabilized, is that the movement is so fast that it becomes kind of a frequency, and it's like a song. So it's, all of this is a metaphor, right? But when that oscillation is so fast that it becomes this vibration of presence and being connected with what is, and then the mind appearing, the mind bringing in time, and that functioning happening, when that becomes more and more and more and more kind of a reality all the time, it's this kind of oscillation. And I thought that was a really beautiful kind of metaphor. So it does seem like it's an endless kind of fine tuning. But once that kind of recognition happens, the fine tuning starts to happen. And so there's a freedom already in that.
Yeah, I see that. I was talking to ChatGPT about it, and it said, "How are you balancing this new understanding in your life?" But I don't feel like it's about balancing, it's just happening within this space. I just need to shift my focus to that zoomed out perspective.
And then when you zoomed out, zoom in. And when you zoomed in, zoom out. And then when zooming in and out is completely meaningless, the concept, then what happens?
When the zooming out feels completely meaningless,
When no, when there's the whole sense of a zooming in and out, the whole sense of that movement becomes meaningless, in the sense of there isn't anywhere to zoom out or anywhere to zoom in to or from.
yeah, it's just always right here.
Mm-hmm. What changes is what's coming into, let's say, foreground. Well, what changes is just the appearance, the sensations, the thoughts. The sense of zooming out is just the changing in the appearances that gives the impression of a zooming out, a zooming in, a something moving. What actually is this constant moving of all experience, and the infinite emptiness that knows it, which is that which is moving itself as well.
Yeah, it feels like I always kind of knew this, and now I'm just remembering it.
It's what we are, it's where we come from. One thing I did want to comment is when you, and I know you're describing kind of a process and the memories and the thoughts you had, when you described the seeing of the emptiness in another, and you described your father, you described also a whole lot of thinking around when you said you are only this automated conditioning karma, and you don't know that. So that I thought it was an important thing to point out. That I understand that there is a seeing of that which is the conditioning and karma, but then watch out with that becoming a knowing of what an other is, or even what you at the body mind level are. There's a lot of mystery there.
Yeah, it's just that he triggers me so much. And yet, I was able to see him without judgment because his actions and how he treated me were simply a result of this play.
Yeah, that's true. And in a different aspect, at another level, there is also something more that's mysterious. That you can't, I'm recommending and encouraging you to not reduce him to just that. Because you can't know what another is, or what there is an inherent mystery in it. And so the aspect of it that is karma, that is conditioning, is there as well. But even what that is mystery. So that'll keep you more, just notice that that is a map, a belief system that is being put on an aspect of reality, and it's being put on another person in that moment. And so notice that, and keep seeing, oh, that's another map, that's another knowing, it's another it is, sure, it applies right now to look at this moment through this map, and it can be helpful. It might be helpful in that moment to when that map appears, it might be a useful one to notice, like, oh, this is just conditioning, but know that it's not only that it's just a map, and that there is a mystery there. Still, that it'll leave you more open to the mystery of what he is, what you are, what this is.
Yeah, I'm seeing people differently. I need time to ground into this.
Yeah, and keep exploring it, and that the exploration be playful and curious, and it's just that deep sense of that which we are is curious and interested in this experience, in this, because of the nature of the beauty and the mystery of it, even in the things that are uncomfortable, even in the things that are scary or painful.